to the world 24/7 from Africa, South Sudan, and Uganda.
At least 37 people have been killed after a series of Israeli strikes in an apparent violation of the US-brokered ceasefire. Israel's accused Hamas of firing at its troops in the south and of deliberately handing back partial remains of a hostage who'd already been recovered 2 years ago. Hamas has denied accusations. Meanwhile, Donald Trump says Israel has a right to retribution.
We are reading the news about Netanyahu's threats and the attacks on Gaza, and then the attack happened right at our house. The roof fell on us, our neighbors came and pulled us from under the rubble. Me, my wife, my daughters, my son, and my wife's father. The world doesn't listen, it only watches and ignores.
President Trump is due to land in South Korea shortly for a meeting with Korea's leader during the final leg of his Asia trip. At the top of the agenda will be the unresolved trade agreement between both nations. Trump and Lee Jae-myung are also likely to discuss efforts to engage North Korea, but all eyes are on that key meeting between the US president and the Chinese leader Xi Jinping on Thursday, which could determine if the US and China can de-escalate their trade war. Hurricane Melissa has made landfall in Jamaica. The Caribbean island has been battered by sustained winds of almost 300 kilometers per hour. Heavy rain is causing flash flooding as it heads towards Cuba. 1.5 million people were ordered to seek shelter, although some refused to leave their homes. The UN's described Melissa as the storm of the century. The Mexican Navy's confirmed it's rescued the only survivor of US strikes on 4 alleged drug smuggling boats in the East Pacific Ocean. US Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says 14 people were killed in the attack. At least 57 people have now died as a result of US strikes targeting alleged drug smugglers in the Caribbean and Pacific. In Sudan, there are reports of indiscriminate killings in several parts of the country, including the central region of Kordofan, where the Red Cross says 5 of its volunteers have been killed. RSF paramilitaries have been accused of carrying out widespread atrocities there and in the city of Al-Fasher, where hundreds of thousands of civilians remain trapped.